This Chef's Kitchen podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download now at audiblepodcast.com/thechefskitchen. We're here in Maine at the Kennebunkport Fine Living Festival, and we're enjoying art in its many forms. And again, we're joined by some wonderful chefs that we've had on the show before, friends of ours, actually.
Boston's finest.
Boston's finest.
Pleasure to be here.
We have Chef Marc Orfaly from Pigalle Restaurant in Boston, and of course our friend Evan Deluty from Stella Restaurant. And you guys are both doing a different take on fish stews. You're doing a paella, Marc, and you're doing a Chipino,
Correct.
which is an Italian fish stew.
Right.
This is my
begin?
favorite, ultimate kind of surf and turf seafood stew, the national dish of Spain.
Yes,
we
it
serve
is.
it at the restaurant. We fancy it up a little bit because French, you know, you have to.
Of course, you have to add your own twist.
That's
Pigalle.
right. So we have these beautiful cast iron pans from Lodge. I'm just going to start with a little extra V. We make our own pork sausage, or you can use chorizo or Italian sausage, or even bacon. I've used
very nice
sometimes before too. So I'm gonna.
That's delicious. That's yours at Pigalle you make?
This is ours.
That's wonderful.
Instead of using conventional garlic, which is also fine if you weren't able to use that, I'm gonna start with some ramp bottoms.
Oh, good.
The other big thing about paella is you want a little bit of crust on the rice.
Okay.
So for this, I'm using arborio rice. This could also be called risotto Milanese, as risotto, which I've pre-cooked with some saffron and white wine.
Which gives that beautiful color.
That's right. I'm just gonna add.
I like that you're adding a
Chef,
little.
I'm here if you need me.
Yeah, baby.
We're going to cut something up.
Just some moral support is awesome.
I'm here.
Evans, your man in waiting here, ready
That's
to
right.
help you out.
We can start putting the
Now,
clams in now. These are Pat Woodbury's little neck
That's the
clams.
man in Boston.
That's
Okay.
right.
Is he?
On the
Pat
cake.
Woodbury?
Cape Cod, Woodbury.
Now, like I said, we've kind of fancied this up a little bit. Typically in Spain, they add just everything, bones and everything. So for, like I said, we like to fancy it up just a little bit. We whole roast chickens.
Nice.
And we pick all the meat. This is a lobster bouillon that I've made. If you can think of the consistency of a chicken pot pie,
Yes.
it's not soupy, but it's not dry either.
tight enough.
This is kind of like how you want that consistency.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this in the oven. Evan?
Okay.
Great.
You're on, Evan. Chipino.
So we've got a nice hot pan going here.
Good.
Okay, we've got some extra virgin olive oil here.
We have our
Great.
garlic.
We have our garlic roasting here.
Good.
Nice and golden brown.
Yes.
Let's add our mussels. Prince Edward Island mussels.
Okay.
We're gonna add a little chili flake right now.
Good.
I like that to be nice and spicy.
Nice.
And one of the biggest difference, Marc is using rice.
Right.
We're using potatoes.
We're using potatoes as our starch.
So these are red bliss potatoes.
Yes.
Roasted in the oven. Salt, pepper, fresh rosemary, and these just go right in.
Excellent. Beautiful.
Okay. I'm using a little citrus here. We have some orange slices.
Almost like a Sicilian touch.
Well, that's the whole concept there. We have a beautiful broth here.
What kind of broth is it?
It's basically saffron, tomato, white wine, roasted garlic. It's steeped for like an hour, hour and a half.
Ooh.
With water. We don't need chicken stock.
Okay.
You could use like a fish fumet if you wanted. Now we have some beautiful seafood here. We have some beautiful local sea bass, wild striper in season.
Nice.
Now we're just gonna pop in here. We have some calamari.
Some calamari.
Tentacles and
So you're
rings.
doing tentacles and the rings. And we have some beautiful shrimp,
And
right?
some beautiful shrimp that we're adding. I want this to go nice and slow.
Okay.
We don't want a high boil on here. And we're gonna set this aside and take a look at Marc's dish, I think.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Okay, so what you can do at this point, maybe you'd like to wood grill some lobster or do something. You can pre-grill some of
sky's the limit, really. Whatever looks good.
Sky's the limit. Scallops, shrimp, whatever you like. So I'm going to garnish my paella now with
some lobster. I see some
of the
ramp,
lobster, some shrimp.
Those ramp leaves that you added.
Peas are in there,
The peas. We got some peas. We can put some more.
All right, so this looks marvelous. How are we doing over here with our Chipino?
We're doing great. The clams, the mussels have opened up.
The aroma is just so good.
The shrimp are cooked. We don't want to have them overcooked.
Right.
So I want to finish.
Are we ready to plate, sir?
I want to finish with a little bit of chopped parsley.
Good. And of course, we have Mike Farrell from Old Vine's
The best part.
wine store, who's
like
providing
that.
some wine for us to enjoy.
Bring on the booze.
And right here in Kennebunkport, you are the first European-style wine bar in this area, correct?
Absolutely. I brought a rosé today. I figured with both of these two dishes, with the tomatoes, the
Great
saffron, the seafood,
Let's
I
go
have
ahead.
a rosé from,
rosé.
from Provence.
It's a beautiful pairing for these dishes that we have here today.
All right, cheers, Michael. Thank you for bringing
Cheers.
the wine.
You're welcome.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for having
Michael.
me. Fantastic.
To good times and fine living in Kennebunkport.
Excellent.
It's a beautiful selection, Mike. I'm going to taste the Chipino first.
Got a
I
potato,
love that
think.
orange infusion in there.
A little cube.
That's wonderful. So that's the Italian, and now we're going to try the Spanish side. That's outstanding. And there's so much. It's like a potpourri.
You know, this is great. It's
Really?
like, you can feed, 3 or 4 people with this paella right here.
I'm thinking
You can
5
do
or
it
6.
family
There you
style.
go.
You can do it family style
Like you
out of
go,
the
bud.
pot, or you can serve it out, onto little plates if you like. Very,
Outstanding.
very versatile.
Thank you so much for being here in the Chef's Kitchen.
Thank you.
Mark,
Cheers.
Evan, Mike, what a wonderful day.
Cheers, guys.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you
Pleasure.
for sharing your artistry and your wares. It's been a marvelous day in the Chef's Kitchen.
Our pleasure.
Thank you,
Fantastic.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This Chef's Kitchen podcast was brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download now at audiblepodcast.com/The Chef's Kitchen. Log on now for over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.